What's up, motherfuckers? I'm Cameron,
I'm Jordan.
and this is Hungover Hangouts. Welcome back, baby.
Ooh, we live up in this bitch.
Buckle up. I don't follow script, bitch.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a professional squirter.
I'm gonna sell fucking feet kicks.
Picks?
Yep, just left foot.
He jacked off 3 times with the same sock.
It doesn't matter if it's fat, skinny, loose, hanging like a goose.
I'll send you my high score cum sock for $50.
Do you want me to Dutch rudder you?
I never flush, by the way.
Wait, what?
I never. No, piss.
Wait, whoa, dude. I don't even remember what the fuck we just talked about.
What happened?
What's up,
What it do?
motherfuckers?
What
It's
happened?
been a while, huh?
Welcome back.
To Hungover Hangouts. I'm fucking C Daddy Pimp Boy.
We already introduced ourselves. If you guys didn't notice, we have a badass intro now.
Yeah, hopefully it fucking worked. I don't know. It cut off at 16 seconds. Nathan, get your shit together, boy.
You don't think it worked?
I think it worked until 16 seconds because then the timer went away.
That's weird. What if it's still playing right now?
Nah, I kind of like timed it 16 seconds-ish. I don't know.
That's...
It
oh,
shouldn't be.
okay.
If it's fucking playing right now,
That would suck.
I'd be pissed. Dude.
I don't think it would mess up much. but it
Only
would definitely
16
suck.
seconds. Because then it's supposed to like automatically turn off.
I wonder if when we press the outro, because we have an outro, we have an intro and an outro now, thanks to our buddy Nathan.
Shout out Big Sexy.
And it's really cool, but we're trying to figure out how to open with it and then how to, when we're finished, close with it, because he also made us an outro.
Things are kind of tough when you don't have like a side producer with all the shit that we try to do. Because then it's just like button mashing for me.
Yeah.
And
imagine if we had somebody here full time to
just fucking in the corner.
just press buttons for us.
Yeah, dude. That shit would be so fucking sweet. Ooh.
You don't even have to get paid. We're looking for somebody to volunteer.
Yeah, you don't have to get paid because we're not going to pay
until
you.
we make money. You bitches ain't making money. Like, that's straight up.
I love how you said that you don't have to get paid. Like that was like that's a good
It's
option.
not. It actually is not an option at all.
Like that's a good option for the person. Like, yeah, I don't even want to be paid. That's fucking great.
You're right. We'll let you hang out with us.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could drink our liquors.
Yeah, you can drink beer, hang out. You won't be shown. We don't want your face to be
Yeah,
seen, but
'cause
you
you're-
could press button for
You're
it.
probably ugly,
Yeah.
whoever you are. in the
You're like,
future.
yeah, I definitely would do that for free.
Yeah. We might give you a mic like later on, just so you can say something. But
Maybe like hi.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
that's it. That's probably where we fucking cut you off. We're like, nah, you're not even getting paid for this, dude.
You don't even have like a commercial voice.
Yeah. Dude, imagine if we got like somebody with a stadium voice, just like fucking.
No, we do need people though, because I feel like as the weeks go on and we start getting into the mix of things, I feel like it would be a lot easier if we had somebody here to help us every single time to set up.
Well, not even the setting up, just the
Setting
fucking,
up's easy.
Just the like producing part of it, just pressing buttons and fucking switching over screens and fucking, because it's gonna get a lot harder when we add our additions, like the other camera, other mics, like all that shit.
I feel like
And then with the intro and outro, like
pressing buttons is stupid, and I wouldn't want to press buttons either.
it's easy. I mean, I could do it, but it's just like, I don't know. You know?
I don't know because I don't press buttons.
I don't
just
know.
chill.
You know, though?
I'm just the guy that's on the show.
Yeah, me too, dude. We actually just we just show up here, and it's fucking magically
It's all
set
yeah,
up.
it's all done.
It's fucking awesome. Well, anyway, hope all you motherfuckers have been great.
I
It's
hope
been
you
a
had
long 2 weeks. We know. We're sorry about that. Lots happened over the recent 2 weeks, and we know that you guys are missing us, which is cool
Yeah, you guys are, and we love that.
because everybody is like, a lot of people have like confronted me and like, hey, when, like, how come you guys haven't dropped an episode lately and shit? And I'm like,
And that means that people are actually watching, which is 100% like we appreciate that shit.
yeah, we fucking for sure, dude.
And we did want to record the 2 weeks that we did miss, but I recently got in a car accident And so the day that it happened was recording day.
Mhm.
So that kind of fucked it up. And then the week prior, like I had no car and I was trying to get my shit together. So the week after that, I was kind of like, Cameron, can you find somebody to record for me? Because I want the show to go on. Like, even if I'm not here, I would like the show to continue. We asked one of our buddies, but there was a mix-up, and he ended up having to go away and take care of business. But we're sorry. I'm sorry. Shit happens. Life happens. And I didn't ask that day when I woke up, hey, man, can you please let me get in a car accident so I can fucking miss my podcast?
You didn't ask for that?
I did not.
Wow. I would have felt like you would have asked for that. That seems like a fucking thing to ask for.
Fuck no, dude. Too much stress. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm well. And we went through it.
But now you got a fucking bitchin' ass whip.
Now I got a cool car. I used to drive a Honda Civic, and that's like kind of in these days like driving a Prius.
Now what do you got?
Now I just bought a 2015 Challenger, boy.
Boy, it's purple with teal fucking rims. It's called the panty dropper.
Yeah.
You'll see it around.
I got the horses in the back.
Ooh.
I only have 300 horsepower on that bad boy.
He's got the V6 version, but it's
okay.
still cool, dude.
Still balling.
He's balling out of control, dude.
No, I'm growing up, dude. I figured it out the other day when I was laying in bed. I was laying there, dude, and I was like, fuck, like, that kind of shit's sometimes hard to sleep on. So
Buying a Challenger?
Buying a car.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I went home, and I'm sleeping, or trying to sleep on it, which means, like, I'm trying to clear my mind so I can actually go to sleep. And that shit didn't happen. I'm just sitting here. I would get up, look out the window, look at it, and I'm like, ah. And then I go lay back down, then I pop back up and go look at it, and I'm like, it was hard to sleep on, but then I finally grasped the concept of I'm growing up. And that shit sucks.
Buying a Challenger is what makes people grow up?
Buying a car with that big of a car payment, yeah, it does.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, yeah.
Because when you double your car payment, that's stepping up in the world, and you're like, holy shit.
You doubled it?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You went from a Civic to a Challenger.
I went from a 2010 to 2015, first of all.
How high did your fucking insurance go up? Because that's a sports car.
Oh, you see what I'm doing right
and you're
now?
under 25.
Is they give me a guaranteed 25 days covered on this car no matter what.
CarMax.
CarMax
does
your
that.
insurance.
Oh,
Your
okay.
insurance has to. It's the law. And I didn't figure that out till the guy told me. I was like, you want me to switch over my insurance right now? He's like, no, by law, 25 days. Then you could figure out which one, go shopping. I'm like, okay.
Oh, nice.
But I guarantee you it's going to be high.
Yeah, you're under 25. It's a sports car.
I turned 25 in 6 months.
Nice, dude. Me
Yeah.
too. It's 26, though. I'm old.
You turned 26 this year, dude. That's like,
Next year.
that's depressing. Next
It's
year.
close, dude. This year fucking flew by, son.
That's what everybody says, but I don't think so. I think right when it hits like September, that's when it starts flying.
No, dude. I don't know. I fucking believe adults now when they said fucking
Time flies.
The older you get, the fucking faster years fly by, and it fucking seems fucking true, which is kind of scary.
I think it's just mental. I think if you take a step back and kind of slow yourself down, then it's on your time, you know?
Uh-huh.
But if I feel like you're doing too much and you never keep track of time, then it goes by so fast. But sometimes I just like last night, everyone's like asked me to go to Halloween parties and doing all this crazy shit. And honestly, I just wanted to lay in my bed, smoke some pot and fucking chill. And I slowed down time and I just chilled. I actually went back in time.
You got some superpowers, dude, that I don't know about.
Dude, this pot is fucking crazy. I actually went back in time, slowed that bitch down, and it was badass.
Dude, what's this pot called?
It's called Holy Shit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Were you like, holy shit?
It's from Alaska.
Oh, Alaskan Thunderfuck, dude?
Yeah, and they never have the sun, so it made sense. Their time is so fast that they had to grow weed to make it so slow.
What is going on in your fucking head? I think that car accident gave you some brain damage, dude.
For sure it did.
You're fucking a psycho.
I already blew so much brain cells when I was in high school, and I don't think the car accident helped for sure.
Yeah, it definitely didn't. But
I don't have to use my brain for much.
you know, just fucking everything. I don't have to use my fucking brain for much. That's fucking cool though. Yeah, don't touch it.
I'm sweating in this fucking hot box.
We're fucking sauning it up.
If you guys know the pain that we go through on fucking Sundays, it's torturous.
It's not too bad right now.
It's hot, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I'm wearing a black shirt.
It's fucking hot.
I don't feel that hot, which is fucking surprising because I always feel fucking hot. Like, no matter what.
Did you wake up this morning drunk or did you wake up sober?
In between?
Okay, so your hangover probably won't hit for a little bit then.
It's not going to hit. You drink it away, dude, and then you just fucking say goodbye to it. You go hasta la vista.
Yeah, but then tomorrow you're going to be hungover.
Yeah, for sure, because we got a big day today. Well, I don't know what you're doing after this, but I got the game to watch, and then we got the gender reveal.
And then what?
And then nothing, but it's gonna involve drinking.
Yeah, I feel like today I was gonna be like, cause I'm off Mondays, so it really doesn't matter to me.
Oh, that's right, I forget about that.
So my weekend actually starts Saturday after work. Sometimes I do something, sometimes I don't. But Sundays are the days that I choose to like drink because Monday I could sleep my hangover away.
I know, that must be so nice, dude.
But I don't have your schedule either.
I know,
and that one's a little bit better than mine.
It's a fucking baller ass schedule. The toaster company offered me 410 B schedule. So what that is instead of having Fridays off, you have Mondays off. So you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday instead of
I would do
Friday,
that.
Saturday, Sunday. I would do it during football season, but that's not an option. If I go to it, I'm stuck there until there's an opening.
Yeah, but you got to think about it too. You work Friday. There's no football on Friday. You have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
Yeah, but the thing is, after football season is what I'm saying. I can't go back to the other schedule.
Why would you want to?
Because Fridays are dope, dude.
Fridays are not Fridays anymore. I swear. You look at a bar on
Fridays.
Fridays.
That weed fucked you up.
They're not.
Fridays are not Fridays.
They're not like they used to be. Friday nights are not like the poppin' night anymore. I'm sorry, they're just not. It's usually Saturday night or Thursday night because everybody has 410s.
So much done on Mondays too, more than Fridays. Because Fridays I'm gonna go and fucking do something.
You're gonna want to party.
Yeah, and Mondays, if I had Mondays off, I would get so much more shit done because
it's not a Friday night.
People are either working.
That's why I get all my chores done on Monday because the streets are empty.
Dude, you are an adult now. Look
Dude,
at you.
Look, I got Sunday, Mondays off.
I'm proud of you.
I got a new car. I got a cool job. And I'm living life. I know last week I was super stressed. Like when I told Cameron to take over, I didn't know what to even tell you because I was like, fuck, like I want to, but I kind of just want to stay in my house. But not in a depressing way, just a way of, man, like that shit kind of opened up my eyes, dude. I've never been in a car accident ever.
I know. You know what I was thinking too when you fucking when Tina called me and said you got in a car accident? I was like, this motherfucker was just talking to Courtney and Colt at fucking Zach's going away party saying he's never got in a fucking car accident.
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of fucking knock on wood shit is that? That was like...
And I don't believe in conspiracy theories or anything like that. Like, oh, go knock on wood or anything. But dude, it made me realize that it can be like life is so short and it could go in a second. And to be honest with you, like I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And that's one thing that if I were to go back, I'd be like, fuck. Listen to your mom when she tells you to put on your fucking seatbelt.
Too bad you didn't have that weed at the time. You would have fucking went back in time, slowed it down. Put a seatbelt on.
But listen to me on this though too. I didn't drink. I went to Schooners and
What time was this?
This was
This is what I've been meaning to ask.
This is like 2:30. Actually, I was going home to shower and then I was gonna hit you up and we were gonna record.
2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Not a.m.
No.
Oh.
No. This is middle of the day. I'm coming home from the goddamn grocery store.
What'd you buy?
I bought some I just got my stomach tattooed, so I bought some soap for that. And then I bought some Tide Pods to eat for dessert.
Nice.
And then I bought what else did I buy? I think
Those
it
are
was
delicious.
I think it was like body soap or something else, like just some necessities for around the house. And I'm driving home, and I don't text and drive ever. I'll just call somebody, put it on hands-free. Or I was driving, and I turned right, and I was like, oh, shit, this is cool. I'm jamming down the street, and, like, my right axle has been fucked up in my car for a long time.
I knew that had to do something with it.
And it would veer to the right. Well, this street that I turned on was super narrow, so when I veered, I couldn't correct myself. I was already in, like, the loose gravel, and it's, like, it jerked me back on the road, but it spit me.
It jerked you off, dude?
I wish. It jerked me off the cliff.
Nobody jerks off my bro except me,
Yeah.
dude.
It was fucked up, dude. And then so, like, this thing that I went through my head is, like, I've never got this before. I've never had, like, my life flash before my eyes like that, ever. It kind of went black. And then I was just like, I let go because I was trying to fight the wheel. The wheel was fucking too strong. So I just kind of let go, and then it launched me. And then I was like, oh, shit, here we go. And then I nose dove. And then when I landed, obviously I just said I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, so I, like, jumped up. And I didn't hit the windshield, but I hit the top of, like, my roof. I went boom. And then when I landed again, it went boom and shot me back. I fucking about ended up in the back seat of my car.
God damn, dude. Dead? Did somebody say fucking do a kickflip when that happened?
No, dude, the funny
Like in
part
the
about
background,
it
do a kickflip.
is I remember turning in front of a guy. And if you see somebody dukes a hazard off the side of the road, you're going to want to fucking stop and help them. At least I hope you would.
Oh, that's so full circle because now you have a fucking challenger. So
Dude, he didn't even stop. Nobody stopped.
you should get it fucking painted like that.
3 cops passed by, didn't stop.
What? It's because your tattoos.
They're
They're
like,
like, look at this guy.
look at this guy. He stole the car. He'll be fine. Try to get it out.
Fucking fine, dude.
So I called a couple people, and then I ended up calling, no offense, I love my close friends, Cameron and all that, but I called somebody that I work with that I knew that would drop everything and come through, and he did, dude, and he was in his chanclas and some short-ass shorts, just hopped out the shower, and I just started laughing, dude. I'm like, holy shit, you really came and looking like that? He's running. I've never seen him in flip-flops, ever.
Who, Mark?
Dom.
Dom?
And
Dom's
then
a good guy.
he came, picked me up. The only reason I did choose him too, because my whole bumper ripped off in a couple parts of my car. So I was like, if I can get my car out of this desert, I could just throw the shit in the back of his truck. So he came, he's like, does it start? I'm like, I don't know. I fucking turned that bitch over and it started. So I was like, throw my bumper and whatever the fuck else came off the front end, put it in your trunk. And he's like, try to drive out of here. So I drove through the middle of the desert trying to get back.
How
I
fucking
couldn't.
far in the
It was
desert
tall.
did you fucking get to?
It was tall. Like, where I dropped off was about as tall as me. So I couldn't drive my Honda back up that fucking steepness. So I was like, fuck. My lady was there too, and she was like, you can't drive it back up. What do we do? Blah, blah, blah. And then Dom was like, try to drive it. So I drove it. And he went down further to see if I could get out. I couldn't. So then I had to drive it all the way back around where I initially launched off. It flattened out a little bit, so I got up. Took it home. And I don't know. It was life-changing.
How much did the junkyard give you? Did you sell it to the junkyard?
No, like I went through my insurance.
Oh, so they fucking scrapped it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they ask you what happened, and then they claim if it's your fault or not. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah,
I
it's
told
a
them it
fucking-
was too
insurance
many-
is a bitch,
Yeah.
dude.
It
Deal
was
with that shit.
gnarly. It stressed me out, but I think my lady and my homies and Dom helped me through it all. Like just seeing a little bit brighter.
Yeah, dude, that shit scared me because when, well, at first it didn't scare me because I didn't know. So normally when I see Tina's name pop up on my phone, it's you.
It's me because my phone died.
So that's how I answered it. I was like, hi, Jordan. And she goes, it's not Jordan, it's Tina. And then, like, I got nervous because I'm like, why the fuck would Tina be calling me kind of thing? And my heart kind of sunk a little bit because I knew it had to do with something, like, because you weren't here. You were supposed to be. Like, you know, it was
Yeah.
around that time that we were going to film. So she's like, it's Tina. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then she's like, Jordan got in a car accident. And then my heart fucking sunk. And I was like, oh, my God, please be okay. And everything. And then she was telling me. And then, like, dude, that shit scared the shit out of me, though.
I believe it. I didn't want to scare anybody. And also, I'm not a fan of when it happens. I like to keep a lot of shit to myself. And so like when it happened, like I'm not the person to post the picture of my car online. I'm not the person to shout out what just like happened to me. That's something that's like kind of my business. I'm not like that.
Well, traumatic experiences, it's mind blowing when people do post like on
Like, hey, I just
social
got in a
media.
car accident,
Yeah.
or like taking pictures of what they just went through. And I understand everybody's different, but on my end, like I'm cool. Like I'll let my homies know when I want to let them know. And then I actually didn't let most of my homies know till like 3 or 4 days later when I felt comfortable saying like, cause I was upset with myself. I don't know how I did it. I was sober, not paying attention, no seatbelt on. Like I was super irresponsible. So at that point, I was super like I was upset with myself.
Like, yeah, like you could have prevented it.
I
kind of
could
thing.
have totally prevented what had just happened, like completely. And I just felt mad at myself. And I was like, oh, well, obviously I have to tell Cameron because we were supposed to record. He's going to trip out. I was like, but don't tell anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then the word got out, dude. And it was so like, this is why I don't like it. Then I went to Schooners the following weekend with my moms and everybody. Somehow the word got out. And like all the Schooners, people are asking me, dude, like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, dude, I'm fine.
It spread like that.
I'm cool. Yeah.
Because I told,
It wasn't you.
because I know Zach knew because he hit me up and he was like, you know, JS got in an accident. And I was like, yeah. I think the only person I told, I think it was Nate. Because I was like, hey, Jordan just got in a fucking accident or something, you know, like
Right.
along the lines. But I knew Zach already knew. I knew Nate knew because I
It
told
got
Nate.
around. And like,
It fucking went quick. Man.
yeah. Moral of the story is I don't really like telling my business due to people. I like when people are concerned. I love that. But some things I just like to keep to myself.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, buddy.
Yeah, no. Life goes on. I'm still glad I'm here.
Yep, you're
So,
alive.
That's all that really matters, man. I sat there and dwelled upon like again being super upset with myself.
Mhm.
But then I had to look at the brighter side like, hey man, I'm here. And actually buying this new car made me see that a lot of people gave me this thing like you deserve it. That's what a lot of people kept telling me, like you deserve it. And that means a lot to me. Like my mom's, a lot of my family, a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers have told me like I deserve this, and that's cool. Like I appreciate that.
Treat yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah, sometimes
You look good
need
in
to.
that car too. It fits you.
That's what I thought too.
It fits your like personality in a weird way,
I can't wait to take you on a drive. You're gonna love it.
dude. I'll ride with you.
The trunk's huge, dude. We can do so much shit.
Oh, like yoga and shit.
No, we have to do.
Play
Well,
Army Man.
Can you lay down and do yoga
Yeah,
without putting your legs up?
downward dog, all day, dude.
Oh, so you're bent over?
Yeah,
Yeah, you could do that in my trunk.
like doggy style.
We could probably do it side by side in my trunk.
Who's gonna drive? Are we just gonna chill back there?
Yeah, we could just chill. It
Hey,
could be a photo shoot.
we're kicking it, dude.
But yeah, man, that was my first experience in a car crash, and I hope that that's my last. Man, I saw like I said, my life flash before my eyes, and it was intense, and I don't ever want to witness something like that again.
I think you'll be all right because I've drove with you, right?
I'm very, very cautious.
You're very attentive to your surroundings when you're driving. So, like, you're like me. Like, I notice, like, a lot of people fucking text, dude. Like,
I hate that shit.
that shit, like, I put my phone on the little magnet thing, and then I fucking turn on Pandora, the music plays, and if
all it
anything,
takes is a second, and I realize that, guys, all it takes is a second. If you look down for 1 second, you can't tell me this has never happened to you. You look down, and then you look up, and you're almost to the right a little bit. You have to jerk yourself back. That's what happened to me, but it was 1 second too late. Like, imagine if I was texting, and that shit probably could have been worse. Like, I tried to recorrect. I probably would have done worse, but I know not to text and drive. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Don't do that shit. You're just asking for something to happen. Be aware. My lady calls me a grandpa when I drive, and I love that shit because I'm so aware. I'm looking out of all my fucking mirrors.
well, your lady's also fucking speed racer times
Yeah.
10. Jesus
She's like,
Christ.
you got my dream car. I'm like, yeah, it's probably better that I got this. She's got like 5 tickets.
fucking 5 tickets, 6 cars, fucking just fucking. You're a grandpa. I'm going 65.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
going the speed limit.
Yeah.
Grandpas don't even do that.
Yeah, she's fucking nuts though, but
Yeah.
she's cool. So, anywho, that's fucking. We're all happy that you're fucking here.
And we back.
And we back, baby. 2 weeks gone. I thought of a question the other day, and I kind of wanted to save it, but then I was like, you know what? We'll just reuse it because I know a couple of your barber friends want to be a guest on the Mark and shit. But so we'll just re-ask this. So my question to you is, what is the fucking strangest story one of your clients has ever told you? Or the weirdest thing anybody said while they're sitting down in your fucking chair?
I have a few stories, but actually once I started barbering and got my license and was actually in a shop, I started seeing shit that was normal people. When I went to barber school,
because that's
when I started seeing
it was $10, right? $10 haircut.
It's $4 haircuts.
That's what it's. Jesus Christ.
It's $4 haircuts, and a lot of homeless people come in there to get this $4 haircut. And I had this dude that, oh my God, was just so dirty, and God bless him, man, but that shit was disgusting. The hair was so dirty that you couldn't even comb through it. Blah blah blah. So I'm gagging through the whole haircut. I have gloves on. I have I'm just grossed out. And at the end of the haircut, he's like,
"Whoa, nice trick!
You saw that? Kickflip,
kickflip."
He said, "Can you put that blue stuff in my hair?" And he was so fucking dirty that you could I don't even want to say it. You could see his dandruff be a dark color. That's how dirty he was. Instead of being white, a normal dandruff, it was brown black dandruff.
That's fucking that's gotta stink because it's dead skin.
It smells like shit.
It's dead skin.
Fermented dead skin.
Ooh, I could see you kind of almost gagged right there thinking about it.
And so he's at the end of his haircut. I give him a haircut as far as I could be away from him.
Fully extended,
body casted ass. I could have done the YMCA on that bitch. And he said, "Can I get that blue stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the gel?" He's like, "No, not the gel." And there's this stuff that we disinfect our clippers with, and it's blue. It's liquid blue.
I know what you're talking about.
It's called Barberside.
Your combs and everything.
He's like, "No, that stuff." And it was my Barberside. And this shit is so fucking potent and strong that it will burn your skin. I'm like, "You want it on your hair?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So I fucking take out my water bottle, pour some in that bitch, and start squirting it on his hair. That's how I'm guessing that's how he showered.
Keeps lice and shit away, probably. As a barber, though, that's licensed now?
It kills, you know how Lysol kills 99.9? This shit kills 100% of all bacteria.
So as a licensed barber now, you're not allowed to do that, right?
I couldn't, I don't think I should have done it when he asked for it at school.
No, I get that. That's why I'm saying.
He was demanding it. I'm sure you have to, what we learn in barber school is the client is always right, which is bullshit, but you have to listen to what they want. Haircut wise, if they want, if they don't want to tip you, they don't have to. If they want to tip you, they want to, you know? If they're demanding to give you money, you take that bitch.
Yeah.
But he demanded and threw a fit if I didn't pour this blue shit in his hair. So I was just like, okay. So I fucking sprayed it, and I was like, I wonder how bad this shit's burning this guy's scalp right now. And he loved it. He was like, ah! Fucking creeped me out.
Dude, it's probably why his dandruff was fucking black and shit. His fucking whole head was burnt to a crisp.
His dandruff was black because he probably hasn't showered since the last time he got a haircut, and his hair was damn near past his fucking shoulders.
My thing is, I know it's $4, but if I was homeless, I think I could
just buzz it off.
No, I would not get a haircut, probably, to be honest. I think I could figure out a better thing to use $4 on.
Yeah, but most people that are homeless in our area spend that shit on way worse things.
True.
Drugs, any fucking single cigarette they could find. You know, I'll give you $1 for that cigarette because now cigarettes are $10. They're offering you $1.
I'll suck your dick for that cheeseburger, bro.
Yes, they're doing these wild things for nothing, and then they'll go fucking spend $8 on a cigarette and shit like that because they're fiending. They fiend.
No, they're fucking.
They just don't think the same.
They're local.
But a lot of these people that have been homeless, and not all of them, but a lot of homeless people are on drugs because they have no home. They're depressed. They feel like they have nothing, and that
a lot of mental instability. Yeah. Mental health issues. Yeah, it's sad, but
mental health is on the rise right now.
Oh,
Our
that's fucking
mental
crazy.
disabilities.
You know what's fucking blowing my mind lately is I see all these fucking people posting about like insomnia sucks. My anxiety's kicking. I'm like, damn, son, like I even talked to my parents about this. They're like, this is at an all-time high. They're like, well, some like it's not even fucking, a doctor fucking I can't think of the word right now.
Prescribed?
Well, not prescribed, but yeah, like it's not like a doctor said, yeah, you have insomnia. A lot of
prescribed or not prescribed.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I know you know. But it's not like they went and like the doctor diagnosed them.
Bingo.
Diagnosed them and they're like, yeah, you have insomnia. A lot of this is like self-diagnostics.
Yeah. Well,
that was a big word.
I think it was almost too big for you.
I think that was right. 4.0, what's up? But it's all self-diagnostic. God damn, I fucking sound like an idiot. It's all self-diagnosed. There we
Jesus
diagnostic.
Christ.
Diagnostic, more like autistic, Cameron. Jesus Christ. Fucking, it's all self-diagnosed, and honestly, if a doctor looked at people, they'd be like, no, you don't have insomnia. You just fucking party too much, and that's why you don't sleep at night.
They're doing this shit now where
Xannies and fucking Adderall.
Where you go to get diagnosed and you go to the doctor, you know how they diagnose you with something? They ask you a series of questions.
Yeah, like WebMD.
Yeah, and like, for example, I have anxiety and I have went to the doctor for an anxiety test and they did diagnose me with it. And when they did, they asked me a series of 50 questions, and they break it down to where they start getting to know if you're depressed, if you have a mental problem, or if you have anxiety. And these questions are crazy, bro. So I can imagine if you're like a little loose or have a few screws loose up there, they're asking you like,
it's gonna break you kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
they're asking you shit that's you're gonna be like, holy shit, like he knows. Like,
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, like
almost like an interrogation.
Do you want to kill yourself? Do you want to kill people? Do you feel like you don't have anybody right now, and if you did, you wouldn't care? Like these questions are nuts, dude.
Like loony bin shit.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure that there are people out there in the world that would answer yes to a lot of those.
Oh, for sure. They're all fucking...
And a lot of them need fucking medication. And when you're homeless, you don't get that medication. And then you fucking go off the loony bin. You're fucking nuts. That's why a lot of people that you see that are homeless are talking to themselves. They can't control their hands. Some of them are on drugs, give them that. But some of them don't have the right prescription to keep them sane.
Well, and they can't afford it either. Like, obviously,
they're homeless.
Afford fucking $4
So what do
haircuts.
they do instead? They buy drugs.
Yep.
It just gives them a high.
Yeah. It gets them out of that the reality of how shitty the life is around them right now.
Yeah.
So
I've seen so many out here too that they don't just talk to themselves. They got hand motions to the story that they're telling that you're like, what the fuck did they just say?
I seen one literally, it was probably 2 days ago or maybe yesterday. It was over by Marie Callender's. He grabbed a branch off of a tree, like broke it off the tree. And then he was slamming it into one of those little power outlets, the one above ground ones.
Okay. Like a box?
Yeah, like a box.
The neighborhood hangout.
Yeah, the neighborhood hangout. And then fucking just slamming it. And then it fucking split in two. And then he just pulled it apart. And then he started whittling it. And I'm like...
Yeah, me and Tina saw a guy at Panda Express the other day. Panda the Express. And he had a fucking mop, bro. Like a mop that you mop the floor with. And he's sticking it on his head like a wig. And he's fucking walking around. And then he picked up the cart like this and started walking around with it. I'm like, Tina, like
he was just working out.
Dude, I'm like, man, I feel bad for those type of people. Sometimes they can't help themselves.
Do not call me during the podcast.
Ever. Don't ever do that again. Thank you.
You guys know better now.
But that's a good question. Going back, because we get off topic. But that question was, I don't really, like, when I got into barbering, the place that I cut hair at it's in a nicer area. So we don't really... Oh, actually, we have.
I like this.
We have. This wasn't me, but it was somebody that I worked with. And there's this guy who walks around Quartz Hill, and he's homeless. And he gets the weirdest mustache lineup. He, like, gets a mustache, and then he, like, almost, like, riff-raffs
like
it.
handle
Yeah, he
handlebars, but
yeah,
with the
he
zigzags.
dips it. It's not a zigzag. It kind of like a wave, and then he goes up, and then he chops off all the middle goatee. So it's weird. It's a weird beard lineup. Anyway, he takes off his hat, and there's a bird in it.
What?
A little fucking bird, and the bird listened to him, dude. A live bird.
Dude, what the fuck?
So I don't know. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I was like tripping because
So
he
what did
took
he
off
tell
his
the-
hat, and there's a bird. He's like, "There's a bird underneath my hat," letting
What's the
barber
bird
know.
do for him?
I don't know if it's a spiritual thing. I don't know if it's a spirit animal. I have no idea, but he keeps it under his hat. And
What
then
kind-
check this out.
What kind of bird?
He's like, "Don't worry, it'll go in my pocket." So he said to the bird, "Go in my pocket." And the bird fucking hopped off his head and went into his pocket, dude.
What kind of fucking bird is this?
It was a little tiny green bird.
Parakeet?
I didn't ask him. I was weirded the fuck out.
Dude,
It lived in his hat, bro. The bird lived in his hat.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Like a fedora, like the one that I have, that exact same hat.
Jesus. Dude, if I was a barber, I'd probably be like, I don't think I'm going to cut your hair, man. I don't know. That's like,
It's weird.
That's
I mean, he's
fucking
gonna pay you. So just keep. The bird went into his pocket of his sweater, like he knew that that's his second home. While he takes off his hat, he listened to the words that came out of his fucking mouth, dude.
he was like, got you, dude.
He fucking hopped in, and I'm like, holy fuck! And then I went outside to kind of clear my mind about that because it kind of tripped me out.
Dude, that's fucking loony, dude. Like, a bird. I mean, it could be worse.
No,
He coulda
for sure.
He could have took off his hat and there's like a fucking squirrel or something.
I know I work too much because last night I had a dream that I was cutting hair and somebody had maggots in their head.
Ew.
Yeah. And I had to cut them next. And then I went up to the list because we do like a list thing. And I'm like, fuck, she's under my name. And her name was Bree Bree. And she had like maggots coming out of her head and shit. And I was like, I can't do this. And then Dom was like, you need to do this haircut. And I'm like, I quit. And then I quit. And then I woke up. But that's how I know I work too much because I'm dreaming about work when I'm fucking sleeping.
You need to cut her hair now.
It was so gross. And they were like crawling in and out of her ears. Oh, that
That's
was a
fucking
fucked
gross.
up dream.
Did you ever hear about that story? This fucking this lady who had dreadlocks died in her sleep, and nobody fucking knew why until the autopsy. So they shave all your hair off, whatever. So they shaved this lady's head, and they realized why she died is because she had a black widow nest in her fucking dreadlocks. And it laid eggs, and all the baby black widows kept biting her scalp. So she died in her sleep because the venom just fucking, it wrecked her.
Woo.
And nobody knew why, because she was like a 40-something-year-old healthy lady, no drug history, like all that shit. Like,
yeah, she was.
it was just
lady.
like, it was just like a weird, like,
She was a wee lad.
yeah, it was just like weird, like why this lady passed away. And then she's on the fucking table. They fucking start the autopsy. They fucking shave off her fucking dreads. And then fucking big ass black widow fucking nest fucking was in there. And fucking, they said like just holes all through her scalp.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just fucking them fucking.
Since we're
eating
on
away
like
at
this
it.
spooky topic, it's
almost Halloween.
It's almost Halloween,
bitches.
and I want to say a story, and then I'm gonna ask Cameron if he has any similar stories. Well, I feel like it would be cool to tell one of our spookiest stories where we felt the scared the most. Like no car accidents, like something actually made you like your heart
paranormal?
drop. Yeah, your heart drop and you jump and you get scared.
Uh-huh.
You want to know mine?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Okay.
So I was about 12 years old, and I used to live with my mom. My mom lived right there by Desert Christian High School, and my mom worked nights. Well, I lived with my grandma, my grandpa, and my mom. And my mom's like, all right, I'm leaving to work, and my grandparents just happened to be out of town. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to be here alone. I'm 12 years old, staying home alone, and I'm laying in my bed, about to go to sleep. It's like 12 o'clock
Uh-huh.
a.m. I'm headed to go turn off all the lights in the house. So I start at the kitchen, which is in the front of the house, all the way in the front. Turn off that light, go to the living room, turn off that light. I kept all the lights on because I was scared. I was young. Turned off my sister's bedroom light. She wasn't home. Then I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, right? I didn't turn my mom's room light off yet. Then I go to my mom's room, and her room is directly in the front of the house. And I go and I flip on and off the light, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I keep looking up. I keep looking around, and I'm like, okay, flipping up and down the light. It's not working. So then I go to the lamp to go turn it off. It's like a stand-up lamp, and that's what controlled the light. I went to go turn it off, bro, and there's somebody in my window with the pry bar trying to open up the fucking window.
Whoa, dude.
And it dropped my heart, so I dropped to the floor. Like, it scared the fuck out of me, you know? And we caught eye contact. It was so dark that I could just see his eyes. And he dropped the crowbar that he was using and fucking ran.
Well, yeah, he should.
Because we made eye contact, but I froze. He could have done anything. So what did I do, bro? I turned off the light as fast as I could, and I ran to my grandparents' room, and I grabbed my grandpa's gun. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, somebody just tried to break into your window, and I'm here alone. What do I do? So she left work, jammed all the way home. So I called the cops. She's like, call the cops. So I called them. I was like, hey, there was just a male, like, I just said about, like, 5. I didn't know. So I said, like, 5'7". He was tall as fuck, though, because I looked up into his eyes. And then I was like 5'7". They're like,
oh, so
stay
you were
in
pretty
your
close
house.
to the window.
Yeah, I was, dude. Here's the window, and here's him. The light was right by it.
You were fucking right.
He was
there,
watching
son.
me the whole time, and he froze. And he had the crowbar. I looked down. He dropped that shit because I looked at him, and he ran. So I called the cops, yada yada, and I'm fucking crying, bro. I'm terrified. And they're like, stay in your house. There's a guy on the loose right now, and they're looking for him with a helicopter. And then the cops, like a couple of days later, that's the same guy. They caught him. That was on the run. He was trying to get into my fucking house.
Dude, that's fucking...
It
fuck
scared
that.
dude, I didn't sleep for like 2 weeks straight.
How old were you?
12 years old.
Oh, Jesus, that'd be traumatizing.
I didn't sleep. I when my mom left for work, I would like almost cry because I was so scared. My grandparents were older, so I'm like, they're not gonna do anything. Like I'm trapped here alone.
Yeah.
It scared the fuck out of me, dude. Like that's the most scared I've been ever in my entire life.
Fuck that, dude.
What about yourself?
So I'm gonna go a little paranormal here, like ghost shit.
I like that.
So,
boo.
So we used to have this old cuckoo clock right here, just right outside of my parents' doorway. Like I'm talking old. Like this shit's fucking wood. It's all wood. Like
I remember it.
Like no gears, nothing. Like it had gears, but they were wooden gears. It's just an old ass antique fucking cuckoo clock. And my mom used to say like, this is right when my grandmother passed away. So my mom's mom. And she used to say, like, she visits me in my sleep and stuff. And then, and, like, I feel like she's attached to this cuckoo clock. Because it used to be hers, right? And, you know, we're just like, just ghost talk kind of shit. So it all started one day, like, this shit would go off at, I forget the time. But it's like, it was like 3-something in the morning. The exact time that my grandma was pronounced dead.
That's trippy.
The same time it would go off, like, but not every morning. It was like every like couple months, but it would go off at that same time. And it gets really fucking trippy because they're like, let's just get rid of that thing. Like, it's just there, you know, it's just like a decoration and everything. And they go to take it off the wall, and my dad fucking pulls it down, and he goes, how's this shit go off? And then my mom's like, it's battery powered. And he's like, there's no batteries in this.
That's fucking trippy.
And she goes, when's the last time we touched this thing? And then my dad's like, probably when we moved in the house. We just put it up there. So the cuckoo clock was going off at the same time that my grandma passed away. The whole time, it didn't even have fucking batteries in it.
That's fucking nuts.
It's fucking creepy, dude.
That shit'll give you the chills.
And I remember as a kid, I remember it going off certain nights. Like I would hear it like at 3 whatever in the morning it was.
Right.
And it would just be like cuckoo, cuckoo, and it was a loud motherfucker. So like, and that shit's a fucking trip, dude.
That is nuts.
No batteries, and it just fucking would go off.
Yeah.
I don't know how that shit works, dude.
I don't either. I don't believe in shit like that because I just freak myself out, but that's trippy.
Shit like that happens, though. It's hard to, like, not believe it, but you know what I mean?
It's kind of like
It's
you
like
won't
a
believe
50
it until you see it type
It's like
of thing.
it's like a 50-50 ball. You know, like it's like, nah, dude, that didn't happen. But then when you like witness like shit like that, you're like, what the fuck? There's,
Yep.
you know, and then you're like, there's got to be like spirits or something.
Right.
But then like it's like,
No, that's hard to say.
yeah, it is. It's tough.
That's a tough topic. But I think that I've had a good time today.
I've had a fucking great time.
I know I
It's
talked
fucking
a
good
lot
to-
on this one, but it was
It's good to be
was needed.
back. It feels
good.
good.
we don't really have questions this week.
Yeah, we don't. I mean,
If you guys
and
wanna-
we already covered everything. I mean, it's been tough, and I didn't write down the fucking questions that were kind of sent in. It was
Oh.
only a few though.
This is just a touchback with you guys, letting you know that we're still here,
Yeah.
and we appreciate you guys. We are gonna have soon, working on stuff in the near future. We have a couple cameras and stuff that we were talking about. We're gonna get as soon as Black Friday comes.
Yeah,
so
we're waiting on Black Friday, baby. Get them
we
deals.
we want a good deal. We want to continue to make you guys happy. So for us to be able to do that, we can go off the top like we did today.
Yeah.
Any single day that we want
Yeah,
to.
today was more of serious than the normal fuckery that we kind of do, but
But we do also go off of a lot of what you guys tell us to go
Yeah.
off of. So
it's
today we didn't have
interactive.
one.
Yeah,
We did have a lot of explaining to do why we missed 2 weeks.
yeah.
So today is just welcome back and thank you. And we love you guys. Keep following and supporting us. And I know that I do want to make sure that one of us mention this in every single episode. Make sure you hit the bell on the top for post notifications. Like this, subscribe, and comment. And if you don't have us on social medias, please follow us on that too.
Yeah, we're going to get that bad boy going. I got a few plans for some Photoshops. I'm bringing them back, son.
Let's do it. We'll keep you guys tuned, and thank you so much.
All right, love you guys. Thank you again for all the support. Like Jay has said, fucking keep it real, baby.
Fucks with us.
Fuck with it, boy.